Hey, what's up guys? This is A12 bringing you my week 1 of the Greatest Showdown, and this week we're taking on Habudah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, apologize if I'm not, and let's look into this team preview. So he brought Spectrier, Glowking, Landorus, Zarude, Gyarados, and Corviknight. That is not really what I expected. I somewhat expected the Terra Water on the Zarude, but the rest of the team kind of catches me off guard. I definitely wasn't expecting Corviknight to come in this matchup, nor was I really expecting the Glowking, but I guess it's fair if he was paranoid about my potential Terra Executor. So I'm just writing down Terra Water on Zarude. So here I think he has two potential leads. Well, he has multiple, pretty much any of his Pokemon can potentially lead, and it would be solid in this matchup. Like, he could lead the Landorus and it would make sense. He could lead the Zarude and it would make sense. He could lead the Gyarados and it would make sense. If he leads Gyarados, I think there's a higher chance that this is going to be a Scarf Gyarados. I think he's probably going to expect me to lead Palafin, is because most players, when they have Palafin on their draft team, they tend to lead it just to get it off early. But I don't think I'm going to do that here, just because if I lead Palafin and he leads the Zarude, I could potentially be in a lot of trouble right away. So instead of doing that, I'm going to lead Cinderace and see what he does. Alright, I have Zoroark. I have to figure out who I want to fake Zoroark as. Who to fake Zoroark as? I don't want to fake it as Alomomola, because I know my Alomomola is going to be taking a lot of chip during this matchup. I probably don't want to fake it as Palafin because of how Palafin works, even though I think I would rather fake it, I would rather fake it as Palafin than fake it as Pheasantipede, because Pheasantipede is going to be taking a lot of chip in this matchup. So I'm going to fake my Zoroark as the Urshifu and try to potentially bait in the Gyarados. So that's what I'm going to do. He leads Landorus, which is a little unfortunate for me, but I think I can play from there. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to think that this is a very stupid play, pressing U-turn on the potential Scarf on Landorus, but my team has a Gliscor on it, so I really, really do not expect this Landorus to be Scarfed. He is Scarfed Landorus. Okay, that is good information to have. It was a very risky play on my end, but now I know that his Landorus is Scarfed. Now here, I have two options. I could go Urshifu, or I could potentially go Palafin and get that off. Let me think. If I go Palafin, flip turn on his... if I go Palafin, he's pressing Chilly Reception. Am I okay with that? I'll be on a little bit behind on momentum if that is the case. Let me think. He Chilly Receptions. Yeah, that's not too bad for me if he ends up doing that. I'm just gonna get Palafin. I'm gonna get it off early just so that I have the thing off. No Blastoise is really good for me, so no Blastoise means my Palafin has a very good endgame. As he goes Corviknight, that kind of surprises me a bit. So that takes a decent chunk. Okay. Now, yeah, I think there's no reason for me not to just go Cinderace here. Since he didn't Terra his Zarude yet, that's not going to be able to take any hits. He might go Landorus. Yeah, he could go Landorus here. I'm going to Pyro Ball. Even if he goes Landorus, I have the Alomomola in the back to potentially check it. So it's not the end of the world if that series of plays ends up playing out. And, actually, wait. Because Corviknight really isn't that scary for my team. So I think I'm fine with just U-turning. As he goes Gyarados, I'm going to find out if this is like a Rocky Helmet set. It's not a Rocky Helmet set. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go out into my Alomomola and flip turn, just because my Alomomola is going to be able to take any one hit this wants to go for, and this will immediately tell me his team. Well, not his team, his variant on his Gyarados. If he is Trailblaze, I still have the Alomomola in the back and the Palafin in the back, so that doesn't scare me too much. He Scarfed Landorus, I know that, so this probably isn't going to be Scarfed, but I still want that damage calculation, so I know. Because there always is the risk of potential double Scarf. Scarf Gyarados actually makes a lot of sense in this matchup, with my potential Urshifu being very scary for his team. So he's thinking about this for a while. My guess is he's running the calcs. I don't know. I mean, the calcs are just going to show him that my Alamomola lives any hit this wants to go for. As he goes right out into Corviknight, okay. So as I get some more chip off on this Corviknight, so this Corviknight is slowly getting weakened. And I'm just going to bring Cinderace out and just Pyro Ball, just because there's a chance he stays unexpecting my U-turn, and getting chip off on this Zapdos would be very nice. Citrus Berry. Interesting. Okay. So he reveals that he's not Scarf on the Zapdos. My Pyro Ball, unfortunately, isn't going to be able to kill at this range, but since he isn't Scarfed, I'm just free to U-turn here, so I'm able to outspeed. It's very good to know that my Urshifu is actually in a really good position for endgame, because his Zapdos is taking so much chip on it. The Urshifu Wicked Blow endgame is very scary for his team, especially if I can get him to Terra Water at some point. So I'm just going to go Alamomola, kind of brain dead. Oh, Rest. Interesting. Okay. Probably a Rest Talk set? That was actually a really cool bring. I mean, he definitely brought that for my, for my Urshifu. I don't know how good of a bring that is, though. It's because Acrobatics, yeah, that's going to do nothing. Okay. So as I get the flip turn off, and yeah, I don't mind my Palafin taking it chip if he ends up outspeeding, and it'll give me information on his variant. So I'm just going to flip turn here. Actually, do I flip turn or do I just Wave Crash? No, I don't Wave Crash. If I Wave Crash, he brings out the Zarude in the back, and the Zarude is like a Trailblaze set that could potentially be worrisome for what I brought. So I'm just going to flip turn here. As there's a chance he switches, predicting my Alamomola to come back out. Yeah, he switches, predicting my Alamomola to come back out, but I played it a little risky. How much HP does this have? 78. I'm going to pull out the big Zoroark here, and I'll Hyper Voice just in case the Zarude wants to come in. As he brings out the Gyapdos, and Gyapdos is down, so that is really big for my team. As now, my regular Shifu is very threatening to him. He's probably going to U-turn here. Yeah, I think even with the information, he's probably going to U-turn. Aloe is still a pretty safe bet. Even if he goes Zarude, my Alamomola is going to be able to take any one hit this Zarude wants to go for. So I'm just going to flip turn, as I should be able to take this Power Whip. As he's like a Swords Dance Trailblaze set, okay. As he takes a large chunk from that, and I'll be able to bring in, yeah, I'll just be able to bring either my Zoroark or my Urshifu back in. Which one will do more? 63 to 75.2. That is not at 63 to 75.2. Okay, let's see if I put in my Urshifu. Urshifu isn't going to be able to kill this either. Yeah, I think I'm okay with my Zoroark going down. It's done what it needed to. And I'm just going to Hyper Voice. HB's Hyper Voice is going to do just a little bit more. Actually, do I Hyper Voice or do I Shadow Ball? No, I'll Hyper Voice, just in the off chance he's like a defensive Trailblaze Zarude. Even if he goes Spectrier, I'm not too worried about Spectrier with what I brought. I have the Urshifu, which can always check it in the back, and yeah. As that does 74. Petal Blizzard. Okay, so he's not even a he's not even the set I was nervous about. So here I could just go safely out into my Scarf Urshifu. Ban Wicked, well, not ban Wicked Blow, but just Wicked Blow, and he has no switch in because his Gyapdos is down. So he has to take a sack here, just a matter of what it's going to be. Actually, do I even go for Wicked Blow here? Can I U-turn? No, I'll tolerate too late. So, okay, Corviknight goes down. Yeah, Corviknight wasn't very good in this matchup, so that was a fair sack on his end. He probably brings out his Scarflanders here, I assume. Yeah, he probably brings in the Scarflanders and probably just U-turns. Does Landorus... Yeah, he probably just U-turns. Does Landorus get anything that hits Urshifu harder? I have to double check. No, not Gen 4. Yeah, Landorus. Fighting. Gets Hammer Arm. Yeah, I'll just go out LMO, play it safe. I know the U-turn's obvious on his end, but I felt like I had no reason to risk it. Even if he goes Zarude, I always have the, So here I just go Cinderace. This Cinderace is going to be able to take the potential Petal Blizzard, and I don't want this taking too much. Actually, no, he's a leftover set. It's fine if I let this, oh, too late anyways. He made his move early. Synthesis, okay. As here, since he revealed Synthesis, that means he isn't the other set. I'm blanking on its name. But since he isn't the set that removes stats from itself, there's a chance he switches out fearing the Will-Wisp. We'll see if that's what he does. I'm not 100% sure if that's what he'll fear, but that's one thing he has to keep in mind in the back. So he doesn't fear it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, my Urshifu's pretty safe. As he just does that again. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn just because I know this gets potential close combat, and I know close combat will be able to kill my Urshifu at this range, so I can't really let it get in that range. So I'm just gonna U-turn to get the necessary chip that I need on this Zarude. Let me think. He is... Wait, let's think what he revealed. He is Petal Blizzard, Swords Dance, Synthesis. Probably gotta be Terra Blast as his last move, but I don't want to risk it. Because in the off chance he isn't Terra Blast, I could potentially be in a lot of trouble. Because if I lose my Urshifu, the Spectrier endgame is very scary for me. I do have my Palafin, which will be able to revenge kill it somewhat if I can keep Palafin relatively healthy, but I'm not confident in my ability to do that. I don't know if this is necessarily the turn of the game. I'm pretty sure I have multiple opportunities after the U-turn to potentially get this Zarude out of the way. Plus, also, if I force him to reveal the fighting move, that means he can't touch my Fezandipity at all, which would be really good for me, because Fezandipity is very annoying to deal with. He's thinking about this for a while, so he will go Slowking, probably just to scout out what I could potentially do to him. Fair enough. So I'll just bring Palafin in, and yeah, I think I'll just Wave Crash this, just to get it out of the way. Just because Glowking can be potentially annoying for my Fezandipity, which, and I pressed flip turn 3 times in a row, so there's a chance he just stays in and lets this go down. If he goes Zarude, that's not the end of the world for me. He's thinking about this for a while. So he loses Glowking. Yeah, that's good for me. I need my Palafin healthy to potentially check the Spectrier endgame. So here I... Do I sack Cinderace here? Maybe. No, I think I'm okay with Fezandipity taking this chip. So as he Swords Dances, and I'll just beat up. So now he's Toxic. Okay. And I figure I'll sack off Cinderace. Cinderace isn't that necessary in this matchup. It's because he reveals Jungle Healing. Okay. So he's Petal Blizzard. Yeah, so that's fine. I don't think he'll be able to touch my Fezandipity. Actually, no, he probably can when he gets to plus X. But, yeah, I'll just spam beat up. It's because he won't have enough Jungle Healing to deal with this, and I'm fine if Fezandipity goes down. If you have the Urshifu in the back, which could check the Spectrier. See, Petal Blizzard's okay, fair enough. So I'll beat up, get the necessary... No! Oh, that is really bad luck. And that completely changes this game. Not a single poison on a 5-hit beat up. Oh no. Yeah, I think I might lose this now. I really needed the poison there. My Urshifu should be adamant. Is my Urshifu adamant? No, it is not adamant. That is unfortunate. Okay, I think I'm gonna end up losing this game. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to stall out my sucker punches. Maybe he thinks I'm going to U-turn, but I'm not going to. If he attacked there, I would have been very much in a bad situation. Maybe he's trying to stall out my sucker punch. I don't know. Yeah, he's probably trying to stall out my sucker punch. Burn. Yes. That mattered a lot, because now I'm going to get a free U-turn into my Urshifu. Because he has to jungle healing. That did nothing. Jesus. 60%? Do I just lose to this? Yeah, I think I just lose to this. Yeah, that ate. Now I have to think this through. If he is Halfan. My drop punch isn't gonna kill. I think my only play is close combat and hope that I outspeed. That's my only potential play. Because otherwise, the Spectre just wins endgame. Or I underestimated Zarude's bulk. I think he knows that this is potentially. I mean, he has no reason not to Petal Blizzard here, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's game. Good game to my opponent. Very good Zarude set. Yeah, just a great Zarude set. It completely. I mean, it essentially walled my Zor. It checked my Zoroark. It checked my Urshifu. It checked my Pheasantipede, but I got no poison, which was a little unfortunate. It checked my Palfin. It was just very good against my entire team. I probably should have brought a fighting move on my Cinderace, but I brought Ironhead just because I was paranoid about Diancie, which didn't end up coming. So, great set on my opponent's end. He has no reason not to just preserve differential. I think if I U-turned, I could have potentially won the game instead of Wicked Blowing immediately, as then it would have been in Wicked Blow range, but hindsight's 20/20, and that was also just a 50-50 in general. So, yeah, he has no reason not to just attack. It's not like my second punch is going to be able to kill. So, good game to H. I can't pronounce your name, but good game to you. Great Zarude, and see you guys next week.